Diamond pistols. This is actually very easy, this Call of Duty. There isn't really that many hard challenges you need to do, and in today's video I'm going to be running through all of the biggest tips I have for you guys. So if you enjoy, subscribe for more, and let's get straight into this. If you guys are interested, I do have a playlist as well with all of the other camo related videos, so if you guys are interested, check out my channel and go to my playlist, it's right there. The first thing you want to do is build the correct class. I'm just going to quickly give you guys a quick overview of how you want to build your classes. You want to make sure it has as much range as possible, you want to make sure the ADS is also as fast as possible, and also the mobility is also as fast as possible on pretty much every single pistol. The first couple of challenges are very easy. You need to get eliminations, headshots, and multi-kills. Pretty much all of these challenges will completely naturally just come as you play. You're going to get easy headshots, you're going to get easy multi-kills, and obviously you're going to get easy kills. And my biggest tip to obviously completing these would to be hardcore. Whenever you do your pistols, you want to play hardcore for pretty much all of them, because obviously they do take around about 3 or 4 shots in normal core. So if you play hardcore, they only take about 1 bullet pretty much all the time. So this is definitely the fastest way to get these done. The next thing you need to do is get long range kills, and honestly this is definitely one of the easiest challenges to do on the pistols. Once again, these will naturally come. What I would recommend you guys doing is completely ignoring the long range kills. I wouldn't actually recommend you guys trying to go for these. I would just do all the other challenges first, and by the time you have all of the other challenges completed, you'll most probably already have 90% of the long shots completed, and then for the final few you can just sit somewhere far back on hardcore, wait for an enemy to come where you're looking, and get those easy long shots. Domination and patrol is good because all the enemies are going to go for the objectives. You can watch from a distance, you don't really have to be that far away either with pistols. You can watch from a distance and then pick up some easy kills whenever the enemies go onto the objective. The next challenge you need to do is get point blank kills. This one is a little bit more difficult, and once again I would personally recommend going for all of the other challenges first, and then at the end I would do point blank challenges once you have finished all the other challenges, because for the most part probably about 50% of these will naturally come. If you do have some of these left over at the end, my biggest tips for you guys is what I've said in every single video for point blanks, and that is free-for-all. Obviously with pistols you want to go into hardcore free-for-all, and you want to use ninja, tracker, and lightweight. These 3 perks are going to help you get point blanks so much easier. I do have a video on how to get point blanks already on my channel. If you guys want to watch that, just check out my playlist. The next challenge you need to do is get kills shortly after swapping from your primary to your secondary. Now this one is relatively easy, but obviously when you are swapping from your primary to your secondary, you might end up dying. So what I would recommend doing is doing this one a little bit slow and basically waiting for enemies to walk past you. Once they walk past you, this is obviously going to allow you some time to obviously swap weapons and then get the kill, because you are going to now be behind them. Another huge tip is to only play 6v6s. 6v6s will make this a lot easier because there's not going to be as many enemies around and you're not going to end up dying all the time. You can take your time, you can find an enemy, and then you can take your time and quickly swap weapons. If you wanted to as well, you could stun the enemy just to slow them down and so they can't kill you as easy. The next one you need to do is get 5 kills without dying. Once again, this one should be pretty easy and these should just come naturally. My biggest tips for this is to use subsonic rounds on your pistol so you are hidden on the minimap whenever you shoot. So whenever they have a UAV, they're not going to see you. Make sure you also use ghost as well, because this is going to keep you off the minimap whenever the enemies have a UAV. Also use tracker so you can see the enemy's footsteps so you know where they are. And also use lightweight so that you can run a little bit faster and get away from damage. If you do this and then combine it with the class setup that I recommended at the beginning, this should be pretty easy and these should naturally come. Also, my biggest tip would be to play with friends. Friends are going to be able to get more UAVs in the air, so you're going to know exactly where all the enemies are, and this will speed things up tremendously. So if you do need some people to play with, you can join my Discord, but if you guys have people to play with already, I would really recommend you guys just playing with some friends and make everyone run a UAV so you know exactly where the enemies are. The next challenges you need to do is get specific kills whilst using their recommended attachments. There are 3 of these at the very end of every single weapon, and they are pretty easy to do, and one of my biggest tips is to stack them up. So for example, if the first one is getting ADS kills with 3 certain attachments, and the next one is getting headshots with 3 certain attachments, you can actually use all of the attachments on both of the challenges on the same class, and it will count towards both of the challenges. So that is my biggest tip for you guys. Anyway, that is it for today's video. Make sure to subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.